It's a beautiful sunny morning. Everything's froze down from last night, and we're still on the firewood kick, trying to get some of these dead ash down before they rot and are useless as firewood. And we got a group of them at 50 yards down through this brush that I got to get to. There's thorn apple, there's multifloral rose. So we're gonna cut a path down through there so I can cut them down, limb them, and drag them out of here with the four-wheeler. That's the plan anyways. I'm gonna do it while the ground's frozen. We've had a pretty mild winter so far, and with that comes mud. Nothing really ever gets froze down. We haven't got much snow. So by the middle of this afternoon, it'll be a muddy mess, and I don't want to cause too much of a mess, so we're gonna get this done this morning. It's a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. Started to open this up down in here anyways last winter for a bedding area because it's so thick with dogwood in here that the deer don't utilize it too much. I changed my mind. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on these trees, if you know what I mean. They're too far gone. It's going to be too much of a pain in the ass to get them out of here. There's not enough firewood in them. And one of the other issues is this tree is just tangled with the oriental bittersweet. And that stuff's a nightmare. I've got to get rid of this patch. I have been working on getting rid of that stuff. It's just a very heavy vining, and it's all tangled up in this tree. There's a huge patch of it right here, and mainly these trees aren't going to give me enough firewood to make this worth the effort. But I did get the trail cut down to the other trail, or the area that I cleared out last year, so that's a plus. But there's easier trees to get to. These are staying right here. I guess they'll be good for the woodpeckers. Woodpecker trees. Yeah, so anyways, we got this trail cut about 50 yards. It wasn't too hard. Connected it with the area that I cleared out for the bedding area last winter. Yeah, juices with the squeeze. At least it gives me access to this patch of the bittersweet, and I'll come in here and nuke it as soon as it starts to green up. I'll either hit it with Roundup or 2,4-D, probably 2,4-D. Some of the grasses that might be in here, at least I won't kill them with the 2,4-D, but all the broadleafs and this bittersweet will be gone. We got a nice oak tree in here. I cut around that last winter, I might have to cut around it a little more just to open that up. It was pretty choked. That actually had some bittersweet in it as well, but we cut that back, and I don't think I got in here and sprayed it. So, and it's such a nice day. It's still in the mid to upper 30s, but the honeybees are flying. They're out. It looks like they're cleaning out the dead bees, and they're out flying. So I think this is the tree I'm going to take down now. This one's super easy to get to. You can see right here. One of the problems that I'm having with this tree is it shades my beehives. And it's just about dead. It did leaf out about 50% this last summer, but yeah, it's time for it to go. Gas. This sucks. Come on now. Dang it. I get too much holding wood there. Oh shit. Oh well, go get some gas. So I pulled it just to be on the safe side. I ran out of gas. And then when I went to get the gas, I figured, well, I'll just get a strap and hook onto it and pull it over. At least I didn't drop it on the bees. I did make some fondant this morning, so I can put another fondant cake in the top of the box to feed them, because I'm kind of worried that they don't have enough honey for the winter. Bees are not liking me in this area. They just keep bumping me. That's all right. Every time I take a tree down, I take out the limbs and make a little rabbit hut. So these will last a couple of years. It'll end up rotting down, and we'll just, next tree we cut down in the area, we'll make another one. We got an old one over there, this fresh one here. I got them sprinkled all over the place. So I've been down here cutting wood, splitting wood most of the afternoon. And look who showed up. And guess what she brought? Well, she brought hot dogs. She brought rolls. She brought condiments, potato chips, something to drink. Stuff that I don't think to bring. I just come down to work.
Just didn't grab dessert.
Can't ask for anything better than hot dogs and potato chips when you're starving. It's a beautiful afternoon. We got a fire going. We're gonna cook some hot dogs.
Roast some hot dogs on the fire.
Awesome, beautiful day. So the bees were super active today. We don't have a lot of mass-producing trees on our property. The property adjacent to ours has a lot of mass-producing trees. Here we have a big white oak with a lot of little saplings right around the boundary. Our property does include that big white oak, but that's about it. It doesn't go very much farther than that. So a lot of these red oaks, white oaks, and hickories have spread a little bit onto our property. So these hickories don't have a lot of value to me. Maybe for squirrels and barbecuing, or barbecuing squirrels. So we have a white oak right here and a red oak over there, but we also have some competition with the hickories and the ash trees, and we're going to eliminate those and open these trees up, get any competition away from them, and hopefully they'll grow stronger and faster. Probably come down and throw some fertilizer down too. I think you get the idea anyways. Cut all the competition from around those oak trees, and does a couple of things. Gives us firewood, gives us wood for smoking, and it releases those trees so they can grow much better. One of the things we're going to do today is put some fondant on our beehives. I wasn't really sure if they had enough honey to get them through the winter, so I didn't take any honey off of these hives last fall. We've already put one fondant cake on them probably about a month ago, and I think they're pretty much all the way through that. So that kind of tells me that if they're eating it, they need it. So I made 2 more cakes of fondant, and we're going to put those on today. It's like the second week of February, so hopefully this will get them into March, and then they'll be fine, I think. But today's a nice day. It's supposed to be 45, which is pretty warm for this time of year. I mean, we're second week in February, and you know, to be close to 50, and it's going to be 50 tomorrow, that's pretty warm. We're usually in the teens or single digits, and this is going to be a long stretch, so we may never get into the cold temperatures that we normally have this year. But it's a perfect day to open the top of this hive and not mess with them too much. Cover up that hole just so they don't come out, because they will boil right out of that upper entrance. Yeah, see, they've got this pretty cleaned out. Here we go. Now this fondant ended up a little bit harder than the last one, but I think it'll be fine. Turn our cover on. Good to go. Easy peasy. I gotta have sunglasses on because I can't squint. I have nerve damage in my face, and so it's hard for me to squint in bright sunlight. Fatigues my face, so that's why I wear sunglasses all the time. But my objective really is hopefully to end up with 2 productive hives at the end of the winter. But both hives seem to be pretty healthy, pretty active on these warm days, which again is a two-edged sword. When they're active, they're using a lot of energy, needing to consume more of their stores. But we don't have those super cold days that causes them to have issues. So we'll see. We got that done. We're gonna go cut some wood. So this is the wood we cut yesterday, and I've got a little more to cut up that we pulled alongside the trail. We're gonna load this up. We're gonna cut that up, take it back to the tent. She's a smoker. Oh yeah, we got some flame going on in there. Okay.